Hey guys, Matt Sayers here, and today I'm back with another which anime character am I quiz, cause new anime coming up, gotta get to it. Today, it's which Guilty Crown character are you most like? And we've got 16 questions, so this one's gonna take a while. How are you at school/work? I am a bit socially awkward, so I tend to distance myself from others. I don't see my friendships at school/work as serious ones. I am a rather antisocial person. I try to be courteous towards everyone, and I do care for their well-being, but it takes a lot for me to truly befriend someone. I make an effort to be kind and friendly towards everyone, but I am perfectly content with my current friendship circle. I make it. Oh, other people are okay, and I greatly treasure my friends, but I don't need help from anyone. Socializing is fine by me, but I'd rather stick with what I got. I've always been lonesome, so I don't need much of anyone. However, I care deeply about my close friends. Oh, these are good ones. There's only there's no really positive answer in these. I have to go with the antisocial person. What do you believe is the most important asset of a person out of the following? Loyalty, honesty, kindness, resourcefulness, comprehension. I, of all the things, I don't care about loyalty. Honesty, I do like it when people are honest. I like it when people are kind. Resourcefulness. Are we talking about being able to think on their feet when we're talking about resourcefulness? And comprehension. I really feel like I want to go with resourcefulness here. In terms of facial expressions and voice tone, how much emotion do you exhibit around other people? Not much. I have a somewhat blank facial expression most of the time. My tone is a bit flat, but I am hard to read. I am very emotional on the inside. I'm almost completely reserved on the exterior. My voice is monotone most of the time, and I rarely smile or cry in front of others. I see myself as pretty normal in terms of expression. My mood is usually visible to other people. No, this is a bit of a downer quiz almost. Like, how negatively do you view yourself almost? Do you like to sing? Nah, it's not really an interest of mine. Yes, I enjoy singing on a frequent basis. I'm a weird person in this one. Um, I don't like singing, but whenever am thinking of songs, I'm thinking of it in the person's voice, or like picture myself singing in that voice. So I'm like in the weird middle ground of yeah, but nah. It's like, but like actually singing, nah. Have you been diagnosed with mental illness? Oh, we're getting real serious. None at all, or I've been diagnosed with common disorders such as ADD or ADHD. I have been diagnosed with things such as depression, anxiety, PTSD, paranoia, or psychosis. I have been diagnosed with an uncommon disorder or disorders such as multiple identity disorder or schizophrenia. I have to go with the top one. Like, not, definitely not third option. I know I don't have depression or anxiety or PTSD, anything like that. So we're going with the basic. Would you prefer a melee weapon or a ranged one? Oh no. Melee, sword, spear, ring blade, etc. A ranged gun, bow and arrow, etc. I like to use a mech of some sort. Ooh. I like to be in a support position so I can heal and boost my comrades. Oh my gosh. Look, as you can see in the background, I love my swords. I have swords on display in the background here. Like, the metal one, Weiss's rapier, absolute love for that. I would use that in a situation if I had to. That being said, the bow and arrow. True or false? Your work style is closer to random energy spikes than a methodical or an organized approach. I'm again. If I had a job, it'd be like I'm in the middle. I have a methodical approach to everything. I'm probably not organized, but the energy I have throughout the day just fluctuates. So like I'm in the middle. If I have to go with one, false. It's still both, but I'm very methodical. True or false? You would prefer playing a video game or reading a book over attending a social event? True. True or false? You often get carried away by fantasies and ideas, especially when you are alone. I don't know about fantasies, but like I'm always constantly having to think of what I'm going to do for YouTube and stuff like that. So, I'm going true on that. Do you fear yourself? Oh no, I'm not that scary. I can't see anybody being afraid of me, especially myself. I want my opponents to fear me, but I do not fear my own capabilities. There are some aspects of who I am that I believe could pose a threat to others if I were to reveal them. I'm not a very capable individual, so I don't think anybody could ever be scared of me unless I pulled a gun on them or something. I mean, I scared myself with the amount of knowledge of how I could kill someone effectively, thanks to anime. But that's like, if someone wrongs me, I'm gonna get them back for it. So, yeah. Oh, this is an awesome picture. Would you call yourself a wrathful person? In ways I do not even understand, yes. I have anger, and that anger can hurt others, but I control that without a problem. Honestly, it's really hard to make me sad. I'm much more likely to respond with sadness, or make me mad. I'm much more likely to respond with sadness than anger. Of the out of the following voids, which one best suits you? It would probably be a light sword or something to that effect. However, its meaning is a bit more complicated than you could probably comprehend. A prayer would work as a healing mechanism for my comrades, due to my warm nature and my love for helping them. Okay, I'm seeing the answers here. It would be a pair of legs that allow me to glide and run about whenever I please. It symbolizes my ability to walk alone. I don't think any of these options suit me in the slightest. It will allow me to clone myself. It shows that I may just be one person, but I can still do lots of different things, or something. I have to go with the clone. Are you more optimistic or pessimistic? I usually try to be positive, even in dire situations. I do this to keep myself and my friends focused on the objective, as well as happy. Doesn't matter, all that is important is strategy. No matter how optimistic or pessimistic I am, it won't make a difference. Either I die, or I don't. I'm a pretty negative person, even if I try not to be. I tend to have a cynical outlook on life. I am constantly swinging between feelings of hope and feelings of loss, like a pendulum, just like dum, 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 dum. I usually try to be positive, like making the jokes even in like bad situations of like trying to lighten the mood. Out of the following stereotypes, which one suits you best? The Dere, Sundere, Dandere, Kildere, Yandere. I am all of these equally. Each layer of my emotional defenses appears as something different. But when you get down to my true self, I am all of them at the same time. I'm not a Yandere. I don't think I'm a Dere. I could. Sundere hates their love but actually likes them. No. I forget what a Dandere is. I actually have to look it up on my phone. What the Dandere. Then their types are. Okay. Okay. Okay, so Dandere are silent and expressionless most of the time. I'm not a Dandere. Uh, Looking at it now, it might actually be something that I did not expect. Uh, I guess. Mm, yeah, definitely not Yandere. Probably not Kudere. Odedere. Dandere. I have to go Sundere. Out of these strings of adjectives, Which one suits your personality? Jeez, these questions are getting so complex. Which is funny because the first word is complex. Like the first string is complex, distant, analytical, reserved, loyal, quiet, awkward, caring, clumsy, affectionate, cheerful, fun-loving, cunning, hot-tempered, intelligent, warm, understanding, airheaded, supportive, soft-hearted, stubborn, passionate, moody, loving, or independent. See, I'm always a person that's like looking around me to know what's going on. But I'm not really a loyal person. This one has the most. Intelligent, good with numbers. Cheerful, I love that. Like, cheerful, I'm always a happy person to be around. I always try to be a happy person to be around. Fun loving, yeah. Cunning. Hot tempered, I get angry easily, so this one literally is me. This is the last question. Would you participate in after-school clubs or sports teams? Never? Probably not. If it was something I really loved, maybe I'd consider it, but in most cases, no. Maybe I'd get involved in something. It obviously depends on what it is, but if I'm too busy with life, I won't hesitate to drop out. Nah. Interesting. Very interesting. Ayase Shinomiya. Okay, there are spoilers in this, so I'm gonna just read some of it. Ayase is a kind and strong-willed person who does all she can to help Funeral Parlor. She is a talented pilot and has a crush on Guy, but denies her feelings, saying they are simply respect. She does not like being pitied. And oh, she developed feelings for Shu. Okay. I guess it does work out in the ending then. I'm interesting. I'm very interested in the fact that I got Ayase of all the characters. I guess I don't want to be pitied. Anyways, I'm gonna end this video here. Links will be in the description to both my channels and to Twitch as well for you guys to go and check out. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know as it comes out. Ding, ding. I'm Mad Scientist. Mad Scientist out.